For more on this, we're joined by Lawrence Ma, chairman of the Hong Kong Legal Exchange Foundation. Thanks for coming on our show. Lawrence, how did the court reach this judgment, and what did the opposing sides argue?
Well, the court actually applied a clear principle of separation of powers. Under the principle of separation of powers, there is no conferral of legislative power on the executive. So this 1922 legislation purported to give the executive government a wide power to make regulation on occasions of public danger. It is too wide, and it is an uncontrolled power, as the court sees it. So this power is similar or akin to legislative powers, which the Legislative Council exclusively has. So this, when there's a principle of separation of powers in place, the executive arm of the government cannot have any legislative power. Therefore, this legislation, when giving the executive arm of the government a legislation power, that legislation, which is the face masking legislation, becomes unconstitutional in repugnance of the basic law.
Now, will this ruling affect the government's efforts to quell the violence? So what effects might it have on protests and riots?
Well, the most worrying part of it is not just that the face covering regulation is now unlawed or outlawed. There has been police who, I think a couple of hundred arrests based on this law. Now, those people who were arrested cannot now be prosecuted under this law because the law has been held unlawful, or unconstitutional. So as a result, many of the protesters who just wore the mask will be released. Now that's one point. But the second most worrying point is this legislation actually gives the Hong Kong government the power to deal with situations where there's severe public danger. Now, if this legislation has been ruled unconstitutional, then in occasions of public danger, the Hong Kong government will no longer have any legal power to deal with the situation.
All right, thank you very much, Lawrence Ma.